G'day, Anthea here for Ant's Pants Pantry. Today I'm going to cook one of the pasta dishes in the everyday cooking chip. If you'll forgive my pronunciation, I think it's called Aglio, Olio, a Peperoncino, which I believe translates into garlic oil and chili peppers. It's pretty simple. I do have to make some changes though. The recipe in the chip is for 6 portions and I don't need 6. So I'm kind of going to halve it, which is halving the quantities but not necessarily the cooking times because water takes a certain time to boil, etc. Anyway, so it's a bit of an experiment and we'll see how it turns out. All right, let's find it. The picture in the books looks nice, doesn't it? Menu, recipes, we'll go from A to Z, seeing as I know it starts with A, and it's the top one. Aglio, olio, a peperoncino. The ingredients are 50 to 100 grams of Parmesan cheese, 1400 grams of water, a bit of salt, 80 grams of olive oil, 500 grams of dried spaghetti pasta broken in halves, 3 garlic cloves, 2 long red chilies, 2 sprigs of parsley, 150 grams of dry white wine, some stock paste, and a pinch of black pepper to taste. All right, first up is the Parmesan cheese, which we will, well, I've got it in blocks, haven't I? What's the word? Let's try that. Okay, that's 35 grams, but that's going to be enough for me. Lid on. And grating it for 10 seconds at speed 9. Oh, it did a good job of chopping it all up because I had one fairly big piece in there. All right, so that's the Parmesan cheese. Transfer it to a bowl and set aside. And then insert the butterfly whisk. Okay, there's a few random bits of cheese in there, but that doesn't matter because we're putting water in now. All right, so the butterfly whisk goes in until it goes right down. You twist it a little bit and try to pull it up to make sure it's secure. It's secure. 1400 grams of water for 500 grams of spaghetti, and I've got 250 grams. I think I'll put a litre in because that'll be enough to cover it. Let me see. It's not always the way. When you're doing petrol as well, you get just below the mark and then it goes a lot over. Anyway, that's a litre. That'll be fine. And now it reckons 11 minutes to get that to boiling. I'm just going to put that down to 9 because I reckon that'll be enough. Varoma temperature, speed 1. Oh, there we go. So the idea is to heat it until the water is boiling, and it started boiling about 10 seconds ago. So, oh no, it's a bit too hot for me to take that off. Yeah, so 9 minutes was around about the right amount of time for the amount of water I put in there. And according to the book, the next steps are when the water is boiling, add the salt and the spaghetti and 40 grams of the olive oil and cook for 10 minutes. So we'll do that. Yep, and here are the instructions from the chip. Once the water is boiling, add a pinch of sea salt. Just give that a shake. Grams of olive oil, That's 1/2. And the rest, yeah, it just makes just under 250 grams. All right, and so the next step is insert the measuring cup. All right, push that down. And cook for 10 minutes at 100 degrees. Reverse so that it doesn't chop it. Reverse speed. Stirring speed. There we go. So strain the spaghetti through the Varoma dish and place into a thermal serving bowl or other large bowl to keep warm. Okay. And then remove the butterfly whisk. The idea is to cook it al dente, or as you like it. And I'm sure that's going to be fine. I know that the basic recipe doesn't usually put the whisk in, and I'm thinking that perhaps the recommendation for the whisk in this recipe is because the quantities are so big. All right, a little bit caught around there, which I'll fish out, and then pop it in the thermoserver to keep warm while I make the sauce. Okay, my thin fettuccine is in there to keep warm. The butterfly whisk dropped out, and now we clean and dry the mixing bowl. Mixing bowl clean and dry. And now we make the sauce. So I've got 1.5 cloves of garlic instead of 3. I've got 1 long red chilli chopped into pieces instead of 2. Flat leaf parsley. Well, you know me, I use curly leaf parsley, so I'll pop that in. And yes, there's more parsley than I probably need, but I like the flavour. Insert the measuring cup into the lid. And chop for 3 seconds on speed 7. Scrape the sides. Good idea. Grams of olive oil. I think 20 will be enough. Let's have a look. Yeah. And we'll be cooking that for 2 minutes at 100 degrees. Now 150 grams of dry white wine. Half of that is going to be 75. And 2 tablespoons of the vegetable stock paste, so 1 of those. And insert the cup again. And cook that for 2 minutes. Let's have a look. Oh, it smells good. All right, vegetable stock paste set on top of the knife because I haven't got the same quantity. Oh, that's all right. All right, smells fantastic. Pour the sauce over the reserved spaghetti and season with salt and a pinch of pepper to taste. Okay. And then top with the extra parsley leaves, extra chilli, and the parmesan that we did in the first step. All right, let's make it happen. Okay, there's my warm spaghetti. There's my sauce. Stir it through. Lovely. And get ready to eat it. It's simple, but the flavours are all there, obviously. All right, let's have a taste. I wish I could get it into a nice swirl like the book. Never mind. You know what I'm going to say, don't you? It's lovely. It's really nice. I'm going to put a bit more Parmesan cheese on there. It'll be perfect. Thanks for watching.